you will likely want to change your menu. So right now I have the menu coming in from the right hand side and leaving to the right hand side, and then the hamburger obviously exits and the X comes in. So you may want your menu to come down from the top. You might want your menu to come in from the left. That's easy enough to do. I'll show you real quickly. Okay, so let's go back, and we're going to first look at our CSS, and we have to go up, and now that's the menu, the burgie part, and then the P tag for that type that's inside of it, and then the icon, the hamburger that's showing up. There's the X that shows up after you click the menu, the icon for the X, and then we have the overlay itself. Okay, so let's first go up and find our menu burgie, and you'll see that this is set to fixed, and it's top and it's right. So we'll change this to left. Okay, and then we'll scroll down a little bit, and we will find our menu burgie X, and this is also fixed. We're going to change the right to left, like so. Okay, and we'll save, and let's go ahead and take a look. So our menu should be on this side, but when we click it, our overlay comes in from the other side. All right, so let me update this, and we're going to go back, and let's go, and now what we need to do is go to our JavaScript, and let's scroll up and find our scripts here. So go to the top, we'll scroll down, and right now I have the menu style.right. We need to change this to left, and then the menu X style right. This needs to be left, and then we have to also take care of the X. So we go down a little bit further here, and we'll change right to left, and we'll change this one to left, and we'll save. Okay, now let's take a look at, I believe we're on the left hand side, so now we have to tell the overlay how to behave here. So let's just take a look at our overlay. And right, here we go. So top and right. So we're going to change this to left and save. And I'm just going to take a look at my JavaScript for my overlay, just to make sure I don't have to change anything here. So our overlay 100%, and then our overlay 0%. So we should be okay. Let's go ahead and take a look. So I'll refresh, and then we'll click our menu, and there's our X. Okay, so you'll see your menu comes in from the left, and instead of on the right hand side. So if you wanted your overlay to come in from the top, let's go ahead and go back, and let's first look at our HTML or CSS. So we're going to look at our CSS, and let's find overlay. And right now we have a width of 0 and a height of 100 VH. So let's try a width of 100 VW, and then the height will be 0. Okay, so now we're going to deal with width and height of our overlay, and we can leave the top and the left at 0, and this is fixed. All right, so we know that we changed our width to 100 viewport width. We changed the height now to be 0. Let's go ahead and look at our JavaScript for our overlay. Now we'll scroll back up and we'll start with the first function. Okay, so now the overlay is the style width. Let's change this to height, and let's try 100 viewport height, like that. And now let's scroll down, and instead of overlay width, we'll change this to height. And we could go with just 0. I don't believe we have to have the percent there. Okay, so let's save. We'll go back, update our page, and now our menu overlay comes from the top. All right, cool. All right, so modifying your CSS and your JavaScript to move your hamburger and your X icons from the original right-hand side to the left-hand side. Now, you can modify these and place them wherever you want, okay? And then the overlay we modified, both in the CSS and the JS, to either come from the right-hand side, from the top, or from the right-hand side. Now, keep in mind, I have the width at either when it was 100 viewport width or 100%. We could have gone 50% and just had our menu come out 50%, or from this side 50%, or from the top 50%. And you can change opacities, colors, background images. You could do whatever you want. This is just the prototype interface start point. Okay, so now you know how to modify the CSS and the JavaScript to make your menu and your overlay behave the way that you need for your project.